I want all the smoke, like Barnes and Jackson. I'm like Barnes and Noble's, how I reach a reaction. You like Barnum and Bailey, a clown that has been Lino.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Go Get It TV where hip hop lives. I'm your host, Deme D, and this is another episode of Listen Up album listening and promo show where I have guests on who have an album they want to promote, obviously, and I pick 5 songs or let them pick 5 songs. We just vibe out to the music, get a little background story, or we just let it rock. And I'm here with an MC you've seen on my platform before plenty of times, holding it down for the culture. Got my guy, MC Justo.
You already.
What's good, my guy? What's
Brooklyn
good?
stand up, baby.
Stand up.
Already. Yeah, we just rocked that last one. It was crazy.
Yeah, we got more stuff to come. Stay in tune with my platform. You're going to see it all over. So, you have a couple of albums, but this is the first time you got a chance to do a listen up. So, this is for your album that you recently dropped. When did you officially drop it? What's the date?
I dropped this about a month ago. So
okay, Where There's Smoke.
Where There's Smoke.
Nah, man.
Where There's Smoke.
So what you have it's produced by DK.
DK
and Uncle Fester.
And Uncle DJ, Uncle Fester, both from Nova Scotia, in Canada.
And you worked with DK before though, so.
DK is the reason how I met you.
True.
You know what I mean? So DK, I've known DK for a couple years now. He found me some years back when I was doing my music thing. And we've been rocking ever since.
Okay, DJ and Uncle Fester, they're the connection?
So they know each other. So DK introduced me to Fest because Fest is his homeboy. They, like I said, they both live out in Nova Scotia, so they've known each other, I guess, how many years, whatever. Yeah. And Fest he actually engineered me and DK's first tape that we did a couple years ago. I don't know if you ever heard that one. The one was, oh my God, it slips my mind at the time. See, it's because I'm doing too much.
Yeah,
This is me.
Okay, there you
go. We did a joint called This Is Me, like around the same amount of tracks, like 8 songs or whatever. DK did it, but Uncle Fest, he was the one who engineered it. Okay. But this time he's also producing. He's producing. He's engineering it. He mixed and mastered it. He also did a couple cuts on it. So he's like the Renaissance man on this joint. You know what I mean?
So y'all already had somewhat of a rapport already, so that makes it make it full. So I was gonna ask you that because I know you've done the one producer thing. A lot of people done that as well.
Yeah.
But this time you just got them too. You just wanted to lock in.
Yeah, I'm still trying to keep it in the mold. You know what I mean? It's cool because they I wouldn't say they have similar styles, but they have styles enough where I picked the beats that kind of it made it feel like it wasn't too off. You know, if you listen to it.
Yeah, but they do have their own style.
Yeah. Like, you feel me? So it just ended up being where like more festive joints are more the smooth joints. DK has more the like hard hitting joints. You know what I mean?
It worked out.
Yeah.
And so Where There's Smoke, it's how many tracks again?
It's 8.
8 tracks.
Plus a bonus track.
The remake, like kind of a remix.
Yeah, it's like a remix. Yeah.
People gotta keep shit like that going.
Yeah.
So the lead track, we're gonna start off with that right there. Survivor's Guilt.
That was the first single, Survivor's Guilt, which was produced by DK, featuring Poe Mac.
Where's he from?
Poe Mac, I believe, is from VA. So the funny thing about all the people that got on the joint with us, they're all people that DK and Fest kind of like went out and they sought out. Cause I came with the idea, and then I was like, a couple of them they could use, like another artist on it.
They want to actually, okay.
Yeah, so they were the ones who actually went out and all the features on the joint, they went out and they hit up guys that they've worked with before and just kind of got my approval, like, yo, you feeling this artist, you want this vibe, da-da-da-da-da. And so Poe Mac, I think he's from VA.
Yeah, salute to Poe Mac, his verse was dope.
His verse was crazy. Yeah, he definitely brought he kept the vibe going in the song for sure. Yeah, and that's what we wanted to make sure we did with everyone who got on it. So yeah, it was great. Poe Mac, shout out to Poe Mac. Yeah. In 2021, I had a fire at my apartment. That's why it's called Where There's Smoke. That's why if you notice the cover of it, that's my actual apartment. That's the apartment that like I was living in Jersey. And so, quick backstory. There was a fire that happened on the opposite side of my building, the building that I lived in, because I lived in Carteret, New Jersey. And the building, basically, the fire went up to like this. So there's like 3 floors. Fire went up to the top floor. and it just burnt across the building. Like it burnt across the whole building, and it burnt my whole joint up. We lost everything. I was at the time I was living with my mother, my wife, my 2 daughters, and like it was crazy. At the time, it was only me, my youngest daughter, my wife was in the crib. My oldest daughter was at school. My mom's was at work. And when I came across, I was outside. I took the trash out. I was coming back to go pick up my daughter, and I noticed. I'm like, yo, it was just a flame out of nowhere. I'm like, what? To this day, I still don't even know. I don't even know how it started. They said it was inconclusive, which I thought was a bunch of bullshit, but they didn't know how it started. So basically, I turned around and it fucking looked like 9/11 in my crib and shit. Nice. You know what I mean? On the other side though, it wasn't my apartment, it was someone else's apartment, but yeah. So basically, that's the backstory of it. So when I was thinking of trying to do it, Fest had sent me some beats. So I was like, yo, these are good. But I'm like, yo, it would be dope if maybe we brought it together and we put DK in it too.
Oh,
we had 2 producers. I came up with the idea of like, yo, why don't we do a collab together with the 3 of us? And so he was like, he liked the idea. He sent me a couple more. And then I told DK about it. He was with it. He sent me a couple. And so we just went from there. That's basically how the whole concept came together. It was more my story, but they were sending me the music that connected to it. And I just kind of like started thinking of like concepts for each beat that they gave me. Like I didn't really have the concepts yet, except for the Where There's Smoke concept, just that. But everything else, all the other songs kind of came to me as they sent me the music.
Okay, so you got the vibe out with it and set out with it. Yeah. Like that, but everything sounded like it was well thought out, so I definitely appreciate that. So this album right here, Where There's Smoke, produced by DK and DJ Uncle Festa.
Yeah, he got a wild name.
My Canadian brethren, you heard me? Salute to them right there.
Nova Scotia.
So we're gonna start with Survivor's Guilt, man. Salute to Paul Mac.
Praise the most, I'm still alive. That's no job. Under broken skies for the vibes. I'm energized. Hear the cries, but desensitized. It's simplified. In my eyes, watching piss like knives. They cut. They fuck the old me. Y'all couldn't mold me. Cut from a different cloth, so never washed on a cold streak. That's heat, baby. Since scratch CDs, ain't skip a beat, baby. Survive cause the streets raised me. Just a ghetto child, lost in the world, blessed with intelligence. Walking with my head in the clouds, searching for relevance. Evidence, my name meant something, I looked it up. Creaming Biggie name, Christopher too. That's real or what? What's the it factor? Your verse cool, but mine hit faster. My life changed in a split chapter. When you try to hold it all together, run out of words often. Scramble for letters, it felt like Wheel of Fortune. They see the value in the struggle, that's real. Just bless me and my family ain't have to be killed. Hard to see when your vision gets smoked up. Look at my daughter's eyes, hard not to get choked up. The pain run deep, survivor's guilt, so it's harder to sleep. Cause it's people dealt with the same cards and now they deceased. Pray for their peace, pour one for them, that's good grief. Right back to fuck up the game, time to eat.
Competition is none, I'm the sole survivor. Was told to survive and keep fighting. Competition is none.
And we are back. This is the DagogetaTv. I'm your guy, Deme D. We just played a song from the album from my guy, MC Justo, Where There's Smoke. We played Survivor's Guilt, featuring Paul Mac out of Virginia.
Yep.
Now it was some real dope lines on. I won't even say dope. I meant to say it was some real lines you got to catch on there.
Yeah.
And when we was chopping it up, you know. Even as I listened to it a couple of times, now the lines made more sense.
Yeah.
You know what we talked about.
Right.
So now that you know what you broke down earlier too. Right. So gotta respect that. You know, if you're not sure what Survivor's Guilt is, look into that, because that's something that's some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that people,
for sure.
You know what I mean, that people do go through.
For sure.
So we're gonna move on to the next track right here. This is kind of it's a different shift, I guess, because this is a lighthearted song, but this is something that's so dope. I enjoyed it. Cause I think like a lot of people don't ever get to really use one of these. New passport. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers ain't got no stamps, man. And it's like that shit definitely shows you just a different take of life.
But again, the whole concept behind the new passport is like when the fire happened, we lost everything, including the passports. And at that time, I was trying to travel. We was trying to do some, you know, get my music shit going. So the concept of new passport is literally like I need a new passport because my shit done burned up.
Oh man!
And we trying to make these moves, you know, and that's why even in the hook, yeah, yo, y'all forgot I could rap. Like it's like nah, you know, don't worry, I'm gonna get across. I'm gonna be in all these countries. I just gotta handle this, get this new passport. You know what I'm saying? After with everything that happened, you know what I'm saying? And even with the concept of new passport, it's also just a concept of like just trying to get back everything. So the passport is kind of like that's the focal point, but it's really just I'm trying to get everything back in order. You know what I'm saying? After all this shit that just went down. Okay. Yeah, so
see that brings me into perspective too, because I'm listening to it. It's like I need to go to France one day.
It's conceptual. Shit. You know what I mean? You know how I like to do. So everything usually connects, and so you know that's why I'm glad you had me do this particular album with you, because it does. It's like when you hear it, you just think like, oh yeah, but me breaking it down to you definitely get a better understanding. Like, not all this shit connects, bro. Everything connects. So that's what New Passport's about.
It's not just a song too. It's that's dope.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into that. You said this is
this one's Fest. Yeah, Fest is this one.
Yep. We're gonna get into that one right there. New Passport off of Where There's Smoke. MC Justo in the building. This is the Go Get It TV.
Hey yo, I need a fucking passport. God, I could rap. I came through the fuck up the map. My name ringing bells, that's a fact. Spit it, then we run that thing back. Yo, I need a fucking passport. God, I could rap. I came through the fuck up the map. My name ringing bells, that's a fact. That's a fact. What's the word? I'm overhead, but you bird brains. Looking jet lag like me fresh off the third plane. So many ups and downs, I rehearse change. Gotta get a bag, was in my bag, then reverse lanes. No code names, it's the same OG. Go abroad with your broad, cause your dame OD. Your girl mesmerized, don't be surprised. Son of ladies man, killing everything in NY. Son of sand, 100 grand, I'ma manifest off top. All around the coast for the sake of this hip hop. Still trying to re-up, forgot about a passport. Trying to get it stacked. Stuff it in the jeans sport, where your mans go. Man, bump what he think like. Walking across the water, crossing borders like Jesus Christ. He's nice, don't you forget it.
Yeah, man, that's straight vibe music right there. Even though you talking some real shit, but that's dope how you delivered it and still had it, you know, something that is digestible.
Yeah.
New Passport, again, that is off your latest album, Where There's Smoke.
For sure.
This is the Go Get It TV. I'm your guy, Deme D, bringing you that fresh new content, fresh new music, and artists killing it and bringing, you know, another aspect to the game. So, again, this is an episode of Listen Up, album promo and listening sessions. That's the second song. The third here, you called it, you just called it a freestyle, though. Extinguished a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still an original track.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a dope feature on there. You got an MC that's definitely making his way in the game as well.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
J Royale.
Yes, sir.
So you spoke to how it happened, though, but you were already aware of who he was before they...
Yeah. I definitely heard his name in circles before. Mm-hmm. But DK and Fest kind of had the idea to get him on it. And I was like, okay, you know, I actually wanted to see it. I was like, well, if y'all can get him on it, let's make it happen. Hey. You know what I'm saying? So, sure enough, they waited for a little bit, but eventually they got the verse and he killed it. What I loved about it the most is like at the end of my part, I said, extinguisher, homie, got that extinguisher, Brody. And he does it at the end of his verse. I would thought that was love. I was like, that's dope. He could have ended his verse any way he wanted to because there was no hook on it. Like, that's why I call it a freestyle, because there was no hook. Yeah. It was just bars. And when Fest, because this Fest produced this one, when he sent it, I didn't have any concept of, like, even when you hear the beat, you'll hear it. It's just, I didn't hear a hook on it.
Yeah, it's raw.
I was like, oh, this is some shit you just go stupid on. So when I wanted to, but I still wanted to keep it in the vein of the where there's smoke concept. So that's why I named it Extinguisher. So you know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to cool y'all off. That's why even in the beginning I said I'm cooling y'all off with this fire, like kind of like the mess what they had. Like I'm cooling you off with this fire. Like it's like kind of like an oxymoron. It don't make a lot of sense. It's like what you talking about, but
times
you know what I'm saying? It's just like spinning it around or whatever. So, but yeah, when he blessed it though, I was like, okay, this is definitely a dope track, and it's honestly on Spotify it's getting the most love. Like I was checking the stats the other day. This one is getting the most love, and I think it's because of what we talked about before. It's a quick joint. It's just me spitting that fire. Then Royale come in, spit that fire. He got a name as well, so it helps push the content.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's right now it's our most potent track. Like people listening to this one the most. So
I salute to that, man. Much respect. Well deserved too. You've been out here putting that work in.
Yes, sir.
Again, you have plenty of other albums.
Yes, sir.
But this is off Where There's Smoke. So the next track, Extinguished Freestyle.
I bought you something for the house.
You didn't have to do that.
You should have told me that before I bought it.
What is it?
Well, I decided to fall back on my 40 years of fireman, so I got you, ta-da!
Oh, a fire extinguisher.
Hey yo, let me cool it down over some heat. See how that one works. Feel alive in this motherfucking fest. Yo, ball for ball, niggas subpar, and they acting like since I took some time, I won't put them in the afterlife. When it come to rhymes, I'm the savage type, getting type. Sick to my stomach, my batting average 100. I'm capping like who done it? Knowing I'm the only culprit. Wonder why these fellas always on some hoe shit. I was down bad, but I ain't lose my focus. Rather than take notes, I took notice. You don't want the smoke, don't approach us. Couldn't match, stay lit, that's a solid burn with no strings attached. I ignite with the speed of a finger snap. Mistake me for a flamethrower gringo, I'm just trying to rap. Put y'all niggas out, cause I had to. Make an example, your spirit like a candle. Small light, that's a no bark, no bite on sight. I done seen it all, fight or flight, real life. Said I'm dead wrong, you dead right. Dead ass, you'll be dead by tonight. Extinguisher, homie, yeah. Got that extinguisher, Brody.
Yo. Cheer. So right there, that was Extinguished Freestyle. Extinguisher, my bad. I'm bugging. Extinguisher Freestyle, they definitely put the flames out. I don't know how when they spit flames on it. So,
yeah. Like that's mess with your head. Mess with your head.
Nah, no, salute to Jay too. You said B-More in the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So again, that's Where There's Smoke. MC Justo in the building, straight out of BK, holding it down. This is the GagogetaTv. And the next, we're gonna. I guess you do have like you said, there's both different parts here because this is kind of mellowing it out.
Yeah.
So Back in the City, man. I like this one right here.
Yeah.
I like the vibe.
Yeah.
And I thought I was gonna say that this one you was talking about a lot of shit, but now that you explained everything, this is not like this is just one of like everything else you on.
Yeah.
So that's
It was like
I guess you could point me to because now I know it means more than what I thought it meant.
Yeah. So again, like remember, it's tied to not only like the situation with the fire, but also with like the pandemic. So Back in the City is basically talking about me coming back to New York because I was living in Jersey. I live in Jersey now. So during the pandemic, that's where I was at. Okay. I wasn't in the city. I wasn't in New York. You know what I'm saying? So this is me coming back to all of the being in the city, all the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I really liked about it.
Yeah, so it's like I'm painting a picture of what New York when you get in the 42nd Street and you first come through the city from Jersey. Like I usually come through 34th Street, Penn Station, or I come through Port Authority, 42nd. So it's literally the heart of New York. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to 42nd Street, 34th Street, that's basically, it's gonna give you a good idea of what you're getting into once you get to New York. And that's just what it felt like. It felt like I was an out-of-towner because it was that long. You know what I'm saying? That whole year I wasn't coming back and forth to the city. So it was like just me being back, and I'm like,
it's like an eternity.
I'm back in the city. Who rocking with me? That's what you know what I'm saying. So you just
but you know what it is too though, because you get the concept, but each song stands out on its own.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
Thank
That's
you.
the thing too. So then now that you know, once it ties in, you're like, oh, okay, but that's I think you did a good job with that.
Yeah.
Each song ties in, stands out on its own.
I appreciate that.
Back in the city, we gonna vibe out with that. Again, Where's the Smoke? MC Justo in the building. You already know, hold it down, Brooklyn.
Hey yo, I'm back in the city. Who rockin' with me? New York state of mind, so you know I'm feeling gritty. Is you do or die, or you ride by committee? Ghetto suicide, I don't see nothing pretty, cause I'm back in the city. Who rockin' with me? New York state of mind, so you know I'm feeling gritty. Is you do or die, or you ride by committee? Ghetto suicide, I don't see nothing pretty, cause I'm straight out the ashes. Dust me off, Brody, I'm a savage. City regular, mad average. Spinning on my own axis, y'all backwards at best. Niggas still blowing the backwoods, heavily stressed. Streets be a mess, zombie folk picking they flesh. Hunger games and it's hard to digest. Can't see nobody face, but your eyes say the rest. The city still don't sleep, so how the fuck do y'all rest? Think my mind playing tricks on me. Junkie tried to flip on me. Got the wrong one for real, homie. Yo, I feel the energy and shifted instead. I see no one as the enemy, I'm born and I'm bred. We all here to get our grind on, it's all for the bread. I'm just glad I got a long way home to clear my head, cause I'm back, baby. I don't know if I'm ready, cause I'm on 40 deuce, getting arrested. Hey, yo, I'm back in the city. You rockin' with me, New York state of mind. So
That was Back in the City. Yo, I love how you painted the picture on that. And again, like you said, or like I said rather, hearing the full background story, it's even better now. But yeah, man, you definitely was touching on a lot of any New Yorker know what's up when they hear that shit. So
Especially if you take the trains. If you on
I
trains,
should specify that.
You
shit.
already know. That whole second verse was just talking about just being on the trains again,
Jeez.
bro.
Yeah.
It was a lot, especially, you know, since everything was locked down. It was a lot of crazy, like more than regular. Way more than regular. So I had to put that like in the words. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Nah,
like,
us train riding folks, we respect that, man. They don't know the troubles we gotta go through.
Right.
Even though I'm trying to eliminate the train from my life next year, that's it for me. I want it to be gone, but
I'm driving just as bad in New York, though.
Yo, it is. Yo,
my pops tell me all the time he hate driving in New York,
driving
bro.
in New York is terrible, especially driving in the Bronx, which we at right now. But listen, this is Listen Up, another episode, the DagogetaTv where hip hop lives. I'm your guy, Deme D. Where's the Smoke is the album produced by DK, DJ Uncle Festa, both from Canada. My guy from Brooklyn.
So
I'm from Queens, Mr. Everywhere, you never there. You heard me? So we're gonna close it out right here with the title track.
Yeah,
dope. Where there's smoke.
Dope.
So what made you wanted to now as you explain everything.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you named it the title track. So
yeah.
Basically it's gonna speak for the album.
Yeah, I think when he first sent it, I think this was like one of the first beats he sent me, and it's smooth. It's kind of like a joint where you would think I would be talking about something totally different, not something that deep.
Right.
But man, when I heard it, I was just like, man, this shit just put me in a zone. I even say that there's a little like hook part, not hook, but like a bridge part where I even say that like, yo, you got me in the zone.
Yeah.
So it's like it just put me in that zone, and I just started writing, and it was just the whole storyline of everything. It's basically an intro to the album. It basically gives you the whole rundown of like everything as far as just the fire is concerned. I'm saying, so it's definitely a dope track, and I'm glad we started the album with it, because even with the cover, you think it's gonna start off like something crazy, but it started with something smooth and something that kind of like engaged the ear. And I'm trying to get more females into my music. I'm trying to get more of the younger generation. So doing stuff that's a little more like that'll catch not just the hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my demographic, when people listen to me, is like, you know, the 30 to like 50, you know, hip hop dudes, you know, which is dope, you know what I mean? But you definitely want to get more like, you know, if you're an artist out there, you want to get the females on your songs, hearing your stuff. and you definitely want to get the younger generation. So I tried to do something that was a little more engaging with other generations and other demographics, other people in different demographics. So I think I think we definitely executed it the way I wanted to.
Absolutely, like I said, it's just well thought out.
Thank you.
Salute to you guys, and it shows that when you come together and not just like kind of, I guess like just email a track here and maybe talk once in a while. And so it definitely came out well put together.
Thank you.
So again, Where's the Smoke? That's the title track. Where's the Smoke? MC Justo in the building. This is the Go Get It TV.
I lay me down to sleep, pray the Lord my soul to keep. Something try to steal my faith, pray the Lord give me a break. Been through the fire, didn't break. How much can a brother take? My mama cried, my eyes was dry, this pain inside ain't on my face. That's the way I felt once the smoke cleared. Ever saw your world crumble, couldn't shed a tear? Ever watch your children look you in the face with fear? I pray you never see that day, on God I swear. Wanna go vigilante, anything to save my family. God saw me saving face and had to up the ante. Christ, make you non-believers, get them Jesus pieces. Everyone in my circle on edge. Reese's Pieces, Jeepers Creepers, nightmarish, non-sleep with demons. Call a deacon, wake in the forest, a poor righteous teaching. Shadowed with death, ain't nobody speaking. I was humble in the beginning, but this a different season. I was grieving unknown, folks calling my phone, flipping De Niro, screaming, leave me alone. Yeah, mood swinging, damn it I'm prone. Could apologize, but damn it I'm grown. I don't owe you niggas, my face covered, I don't know you niggas. Forever quarantined, me and my queen, that Fedoli picture. She held me down, wanted to give up, yeah. She kept me up, been down with your boy from the get up, yeah.
So this is another episode, we closing it out right here. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Go Get It TV. Again, stay bringing you that fresh, dope, new content, new artists, new music. My guy MC Justo holding it down for the culture, holding it down for the city. Another album, Where's the Smoke? Again, produced by DK, DJ Uncle Festa. And again, I love it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Drop y'all comments. Check my guy out. Check the music out. He got old stuff coming with new stuff. Got some visuals on the way.
Yeah, I got some visuals on the way. Got some more projects on the way. But real quick though, gotta thank this man right here, bro. Definitely keeping it live for the culture, doing a lot of good things, man. Y'all might not appreciate it yet, but I'm telling you, this man right here, he's doing a lot of good things. So I want to again thank you, my brother, and keep doing your thing, bro. Y'all gotta definitely, if y'all not tuned in yet, y'all need to get tuned in. He's making moves. He's all throughout the city doing the dirty work that a lot of y'all dudes lazy don't want to do. He out here doing it. And I'm telling you, it's gonna come full circle. So I appreciate you, Demi, for real.
Yo, salute, my guy.
Yes,
salute.
sir. Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all again tune into the channel, subscribe, share. MC Justo holding it down. The Go Get It TV.